Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel Learn and Earn Academy, and today in this video I'm going to talk about sources of revenue for states. Now you must be wondering, how come states carry out the expenditure? What is the earning of the state government, and how these funds are mobilized, used for different activities carried out by the state government? Now, after incurring high losses due to the pandemic, states such as Delhi and Andhra Pradesh are levying 70 to 75% additional fees on liquor purchase. They may use this money for a source of revenue for doing social services. Manufacturing and sale of liquor are major sources of revenue for a state. A ban on alcohol sale was a crucial part of the lockdown, but it deprives states of critical revenue. Now, the states need this revenue to function their day-to-day activities. Now, how is excise duty levied and collected? Now, excise duty is an indirect tax levied by the government on goods manufactured within India, and compares with the custom duty, which is levied on important items. Okay. Now, excise duty refers to the tax amount included in the final selling price of an item. An excise duty is a tax on the manufacture of goods. The goods do not have to be sold for the excise duty to be collected. Now, who levies the excise duty? The excise duty on liquor is levied by the respective state government of India's. And this is where the state governments use this power to improve or to increase the excise duty. So, state excise duty on alcohol is the second or the third largest contributor to the state-owned tax revenue now it accounts for around 10 to 15% of tax receipts for a majority of states. Now, license to sell alcohol, fines and confiscation of alcoholic products also add to the exchequer of states. Does alcohol not come within the purview of GST? Alcohol is not within the purview of goods and service tax. Exempting alcohol from GST was a key request put forth by state governments when the tax reform was being implemented across the country. Maybe the reason was this only, so that the states could use this as a means to get more income for them. Other major items that are beyond the ambit of GST are land, electricity, petroleum products such as petrol, diesel and aviation. Now, government also uses, the state government in particular, to increase the duty and get more income or revenue. What is their income from excise on liquor? The 29 states and union territories collected a total of 1.76 trillion through excise duty on liquor in 2019-20. This is 16.5% higher than the collection in 2018-19. And this is why the states requested the central government not to include liquor in the GST, so that they could get the benefit of 1.76 trillion in their purse. Now, the average monthly collection in 1920 was 15,000 crores, says Reserve Bank of India. The pre-coronavirus projection for 2021 was even higher. Now, what are the other sources of revenue for the states? Now, the state revenues comprises broadly of two categories: tax revenue and non-tax revenue. So, all the revenues which the state government earns by taxing people and all the revenue which the state government earns through non-taxing. So, what is it? Let's learn that. Tax revenue is divided into two further categories: state-owned tax revenue and share in central government. Again, own tax revenue comprises three principal sources: taxes on income, taxes on property and capital transaction, and taxes on commodities and services. Okay. So, we all pay income tax, we all pay tax on property and capital transaction, and we also pay tax on commodities and services. This comes under tax revenue. Now, what is non-tax revenue? Collected by the governments. Okay. It is divided into two further categories: we are talking about non-tax revenue. Just give me a minute. Okay, non-tax revenue. Now it is collected by the government for providing, facilitating any goods or services. Now the state gets the resources through state GST, VAT, excise, property tax on vehicles, etc. Now this is how the non-tax revenue gets generated for the state governments. So I hope this video would have been very informative and would have helped you to get an insight into what are the sources of revenue for a particular state. Thank you.